Welcome today back to another video on this coding channel. This is going to be one of my first videos properly that I do that's not a tutorial series. This is going to be 7 or 8, 5, something along those lines, but we'll try 7 Python projects anyone can try as a beginner to Python. Most of these projects are used with Python Turtle. Actually, if anything, I think all, maybe not all, but they're all quite basic, all quite simple for a beginner to learn. I've got the code included. If you want me to do a tutorial series on any of them, just leave a link down below. And yeah, let's just get into the first one. The very first one is something called Ping Pong. Everyone's heard of it. It's just a really simple game. You can make them in Python Turtle. Really fun, really enjoyable. You can do 2 players. You can also program it to do 1 player against a computer, and the AI just predicts where you're gonna go, I guess. But and then that's a bit more intermediate stuff. But if you want to do anything that is beginner stuff, beginner level in Python Turtle, this is somewhere you can go. I did actually start a tutorial series on making this very game actually. So if you want me to continue that and finish it off, just leave a comment down below. Called matching shapes. Again, this is really very basic to the point. I would say the only complicated bit is the draggers. So where you have to actually drag the what you call the turtle. Let me show you. So this is very basic. It draws different shapes. You can just draw with this turtle. Haven't actually programmed it to do a clear button, but then you can obviously do that. Really fun to play with and really simple, really 10-20 minutes to make, not that long at all. We have, I like to call point grab. You can call it whatever you want. Don't know exactly, to be honest with you guys, if I finish this, but I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, okay, here we go. You're the blue square. You have to collect in the yellow squares, get points for it. The yellow circles, my bad. Get points for it, and you cannot touch the red square. If you do, you lose a life, for example here. There we go, lives 2. Really fun, really addicting. Something you can make really cool if you progressed it. Again, if you are an intermediate, any beginner can as well, but it'll just take a bit more Python Turtle knowledge. But this is something anyone can do, anyone can make. It was about 200 lines of code. I'm pretty sure. I'll check in a sec. Let me check now actually. It was, we'll find out. Maybe less than that. Oh yeah, way less. 150 lines of code, so not much at all. Anyone can do this. Took about half an hour to an hour just to set everything up. But yeah, this is one of my favorites. Feet to meters. Now this isn't actually using Python Turtle. This is using tkinter. Tkinter is something else, very much more complicated, but I still believe that any beginner can learn this, especially with the how many YouTube tutorials there are. Only 40 lines of code, so not that much at all. It's just a little screen widget where you can type in how much feet. 6 feet. It'll calculate meters. So if we want to do less, for example, 10 feet, 3.04 meters. Let's say we want to do 6.4 feet, 1.9 meters, and on and on and on. So 5.7. You can do whatever you want. It's really cool, just nice thing to have. It's something you might use in your day-to-day life. Yeah, this is something you can do, really simple. If you want me to do a full tutorial on tkinter, what I know of tkinter, I could also call myself a beginner at tkinter. I'm not very good myself, but what I know, I can help anyone actually. I believe, okay, this one is also tkinter. Again, if anything, this one's even more simple, I would say. Just a very basic login system. You get a new screen here, username, login. Then you can always write these username and password to a text file. I chose not to do that because it's just a bit more complicated. I just wanted to do it for fun. And yeah, if you registered, there's a register. And yeah, it works swell. that is something that I was quite proud of, because this is when I was learning Tkinter at very first. So yeah, we have a rock, paper, scissors. Now this isn't actually a GUI, a graphical user interface. There's something in the console, I believe. Am I correct? Yes, I am. So you would input either rock, paper, scissors with a capital first letter, rock, community choice, rock, elder draw. You go again and again and again. It's very, very simple. Anyone that knows anything about if statements and procedures, simple, very simple stuff like that, should be able to do this. I'll draw again. Let's try and win this time. Let's go with scissors. Oh, computer win. Anyway, yeah, you get the point. Really simple. Let's actually check how many lines of code it was. Only 27 for something quite fun to have, just to use whenever. And the very final thing, this is something I wouldn't say I would recommend to a beginner try straight away. This is something I would say is a project to work towards, to build, something like that, a personal project. This is what I like to call the impossible game. This took me a good while, to be fair. It took me about a week of not active coding, but it's about, not code, my bad. It's about 1,500 lines of code. Okay, not that much. 1,330 lines of code. I'll show you that in a sec. This is just a personal project that I worked on when in lockdown, that a lot of people did something like along these lines. I just had the idea, try and did it in Python Turtle, make it really fun, really cool. So this is the final product. I like to call it the impossible game. There's story mode and endless. I made it 2 different modes, but that's not the point. Let's just do endless. There's these the black balls in the middle where you have to get past. If you hit it, you obviously yeah. But because this is endless, you have no lives. There's no levels or anything like that. You're just trying to get as many points as you can. The points randomly spawn. You're not allowed to cross the barriers, anything like that. This is all done in Python Turtle, so if I can do it, you can do it too. Yeah, let's just run it again to get to the story mode. I've not actually done a back button, but yeah. Story mode, there's instructions. Here you go. Work through the levels. Phase 1 goes from levels 110. The yellow point is worth 2, the purple is worth 5. And these are the points, like barriers, that you need to pass through. Okay, start. Look, level 1, 15 points needed. And we'll just get these points. Let me just show you very quickly as an example. Every level, these black balls in the middle get faster. So obviously it's not too easy for the player. And let's get the turtle, the finish line. And then we are on to level 2. You need 30 points, and it's got a bit faster. If you see what I mean. Like if you hit it, you lose a life. Cross by a barrier, you lose a life. If you finish all your lives, back to 0 points. Still on level 2, but back to 0 points. It doesn't save your level, so if you restart the program, you just start on level 1. I assume I've not actually tried it, but because you didn't actually save, you don't have any save files. You can program that, and yeah, this was something that I found really cool to make, really enjoyable to make as well, and I was just really proud of it overall. I'm just gonna get to the next level here. Yeah, this is something I would do if, for one, you are bored. That's what helped me, to be fair. Something to do if you want to work towards a final goal, a personal project that you can just show off, I guess. And yeah, something that you can learn through just Python Turtle. As you can see, this is very simple. The main. Let me find the main game. Look, it just changes speed, everything. It was very, very fun to make, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So this has been a video on loads of different Python. I don't know how many, but loads of different Python projects you can make. As a beginner to Python. If you want me to show you any of these tutorials on how to make any of these, I gladly will. And just leave in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.